What's up, YouTube friends? Hope everybody's living a life of genuine experience and that you are, in this moment, actively appreciating what's around you. So, I'm here to do some preaching almost, I feel like. I just have to connotate and just express these things, and doing it on the internet is just a unique way of putting information out there. So, I'm gonna do it here. So, let's talk about the very essence of our experience. So, the very thing that is our existence. Alright, let's talk about Source, God, all, everything, whatever that. Let's talk about omnipresence. Let's talk about I'm just saying this in a way to get some gears rolling. Like something that is consisting of all things. So I want to talk about the hierarchies of presence. And as a human, as a subjective interpreter of this life, I have a perspective that I am putting into the objective qualities of the all, of everything that exists. I am in some way, if you believe that, it's that we're all connected and communicating and bouncing off each other and relating, and if you think we're all isolated in that, but there's attraction between atoms even though they never touch, opposites attract kind of thing. You have to, I don't know if you have to is the right way to say it, but it's a beautiful experience of being able to just distinguish what qualities of your own life you want to grow through, and to, within your best understanding, build this perception and this dream and this aspiration that you are trying to achieve through the confinements of your own humanity. You're trying to reach this point of the circumstance because it's desirable. You are not, even though all things are a series of choices into this moment, I am choosing the words that are coming out of my mouth kind of thing. We are thinking about things in some sort of expectation almost to go guessing to I want to be that way, I want to live as that person, I don't want to live as that person, I want to have qualities of a wise man but a fool at the same time. So it's the everything and the nothing are really still so let's talk more literal. So the Big Bang, apparently, I think it was 24 billion years ago that they estimate, is our human synopsis of where this universe was generated from through science. And that doesn't mean that necessarily it's true whatsoever, but there's a theory that connotates that as a thing. So we say that the universe started from a very singular point of interest, and that it all imploded outward. So it was nothing, this condensed piece of matter, I don't know what the word would be, it was just the absence of things, the nothing, and it protruded outwards and grew into the everything that is here and just possible. And so then they say that it's aging almost, and that there's black holes, and it's all gonna, there's a theory that all the black holes are going to suck up all the solar systems, and then the other black holes are going to consume each other, and the black hole is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger until it becomes that singularity again. Well, what happened from the first one? It grew into this progression of things. So the everything became the nothing, and the nothing became the everything. And that's just fucking wild, man. That's just putting that into a perspective that is digestible for me personally is just leads to so many neural pathways and just branches of thought, the infinite qualities, the eternal qualities. Like, it's hard to like really articulate and wrap your head around it just because of your own like filter of what is tangible. But like, open those doors, like open yourself to the very possibility of the everything, of just, you know, I'm not trying to force a thought pattern, but I don't really know if you have a choice. Like, you're just like, you're like opening these doors of potentiality and choosing to like actualize what you are in that particular way during that moment of existence. So it's like you're just protruding this very essence of your own being into the very thing that you are made of, almost. And it's just wild. It's like a cycle, and like, it's hard to put into words what death would necessarily be, just because of the very concept that is something that is like outside of my range of perspective, because I am alive. It's like a complete unknown, like almost like a complete, some say it's like the complete impossibility of possibility. Well, like that whole presence, and the very fact that, like, say the whole universe is condensing into another nothing and everything is coming into nothing. Well, like, I personally want to just I want to go with what's coming. Like, I don't want to, like, if that is my mortality is the very essence of what makes me me, then I want to pursue my mortality with like an open, like, I don't want to just like death. Your death is inevitable, but you may have choice over the timely part of your death. Like, when it happens, you may have some like you, it seems like you do. But like, me choosing to be alive, me choosing to further my own existence and to grow and to mature and to go through, you know, the consequences of reality. And like, consequences I don't really see, or just progression, just the follow-up of, you know, moment to moment, is absolutely just tremendously interesting. You know, sometimes when I'm interested in something, it can be super enthralling and super rewarding. But other times when I am interested in something, it can be super demanding and super straining, and just not something that, like, you know, I necessarily wanted to open. But life isn't all about pleasure and happiness. Like, life is about life. Life is about this very existence, like what it comes with, the consequences of potential. Like, life is about like progression almost, and like, I don't know, there's so many connotations to English words that I'm trying to put into perspective what I think really life is. And it's not just a thought, it's like a thought and a feeling put into action. And so, like, the very thing that life is what I am right now doing as a wholesome. And so I want to leave you with some quotes. They're like, I am one. Like, secular, I am one. Like, that to me, it's just so simple, it's just so beautiful, it's just so mesmerizing, because one is such a beautiful number. It's just such a, like, it's the one, it's all that there is in that moment. It's just one. So I am one. That is awesome. So that, you can like think about that as being a secular unit of one, like, person, but you also like are within the oneness of the very concept that is one, of the all, of the source, of God, of everything, of nothing, of whatever you want to quantify that eternal feeling as, this feeling of just impendency, this feeling of it's one in a way. And like, I don't know, maybe that's a belief, and definitely, I don't know, some like, okay, it's like 2 + 2 = 4, like, that's measurable, that's like factual. You know, you gotta have some sense of like factual. To me, this very essence of just like the very quality of everything, like, that's all. That's like, that's something. That is like I don't know. You could say, like, the all is a connotation of everything that you pick up on independently, that you objectify and bring outwards, and you're like, this is my observable example of all. But, like, there's got to be more that you are because of, like, the progression of just things in general. It's just like there is more going on that necessarily you can't pick up on. Like, you are only in the filter of your own humanity, within your own personality, within your own, you know, just your senses, whatever it is that you are, you're only that at that time. So, like, you have to see yourself as, like, this very, like, as part of the infinite, as part of the potential. And you have some sense of self. I don't know what it is. Some recognizable quality of independence, of your heartbeat beats for yourself. Like, the very quality that you bring to life is subjective and genius, and just, I don't know what it is. It's just unique, and subjective is a better word for it. But it's, I don't know. I just had to pour some shit out because it's a beautiful topic to discuss. And, you know, being somewhat of a philosopher, somewhat of an artist, somewhat of a mathematician, somewhat of just somebody who's interested, I don't know, it's like jack of all trades kind of thing. I don't fucking know. Like, it's hard to put into words of what I'm good at. But being a speaker, being a you know, somebody who likes to think and likes to express, like, is something I do not take for granted. Like, who knows where I'll end up? Who knows what my life story will be? Who knows whether I'll be successful or whether I'll be a failure in the long run? But I do know that I'm right here, right now, and I'm making progress towards something. And that's something I'm trying to seek in a way that is desirable. Something that I feel that I can have some sort of fucking pride in, I guess. I don't know what word would be used. Something that is just like, when I'm dying, I'll be like, okay, I don't know, like, that was worth it. That was worth it. That was absolutely worth it. Like, it's obvious I'll have regrets. It's obvious that I'll miss out on opportunities, but I don't want to look back and wish it was yesterday. I want to be enthralled in the very thing that is here. I want to use my mind. I want to use my body. I want to use my environment. I want to be used by all those things as well. I want to just coexist and bring a sense of existence. So eat your veggies. You're a human. Fruit's good. You know, don't just eat vegetables though. I don't think. Not in my perspective. I say you can eat a little bit of animal too. But be mindful of what you digest entirely. Not just physical nurturing of your body. Like, even though that's very key to your life. Like, understand what you're digesting, like, through media, through songs, just through conditional exposure to something in particular. Every once in a while that you think is taking you in the right direction or taking you in this way that you want to grow, it's okay to look at it with a sort of skepticism. It's okay to think and re-evaluate part of yourself. Like, it's okay to love what you are and just to develop. Like, you're all you got, man. Woman. Person. Hey, maybe a fucking alien will hear this video. Maybe they already are. There's, like, maybe nobody will hear this video. Maybe it'll never get uploaded. Who knows? Maybe I know that I'm saying it. Either way, guys, I am making a lot of progress. Not necessarily physically, honestly. I'm not, like, I've been kind of lazy. And not just lazy, I'm working my ass off. But, like, I've been coasting. I got a comfortable place to live. I got, friends to be around. I got shit that I'm self-interested in. But I want to start making some more physical movement in my world. Start exploring a little bit about the planet and myself through exposure to new things and not get so familiarized with what's around me. Kind of want to, I haven't found that thing that I'm like, this is what I'm devoting everything to, even though it's kind of everything. But I don't know. There's a little bit of like, if you gotta play this, you gotta enjoy it. You gotta have some goals, some dreams. I want to go to Arizona. I want to go to Peru. I want to be a monk. And then I want to be a rich man before all that shit. I want to party. I want to have fun. I want to do good things. I want to do bad things. I don't know what the fucking word would be. I just want to live a life of genuine behavior that I think is appropriate at that time. So, whatever that entails to another person is what it is. I know that I am seeking the very opportunity to participate in something of interest. So, hope that was not too much to take in. I feel like it always is a little bit, but if I leave you with anything, a little lesson, a little quote, I don't fucking know what it would be. I guess it would be a quote, an oratorial expression. I would say that embrace the very thing that you consist of. And never dismiss the very potential that there is. Life is one interesting equation. So, I bid you adieu. If you've listened this long, then I've gathered your interest. I'm trying to build a sense of community on this channel through my very personality that I bring. I just want to have, there's so many ways the internet can go now. I don't know if I want to make money off the internet. I don't know how I want to orientate it like that. I definitely want to write a book and have some passive income. I definitely want to have a way to support myself that is similar to this. It'd be very interesting. It'd be very beneficial. I learned just about residue income. But life isn't all about money, and I know that. But God, I'm a bottom feeder right now, and it's not something I'm going to be for my whole life. I want to travel. I want to enjoy things. I want to eat fucking honey. Honey's expensive. So, I don't know what I'm trying to say, but eventually, I hope I get enough courage, I wish I get enough courage to see myself in a good enough light where I think I'm worth somebody else's time and money for just the things that I want to do rather than the things that I know I can do. So, it may be coming, it may not be. Find out what's next on Blaze Harmon's channel on the YouTube internet. Ta ba ba da.